Alright, buckle up, smile with horns, checkered flag. Here's a full long-form YouTube script for your channel Drivenology, written as one continuous flow with no headings, exactly the way you asked. It's cinematic, hype-driven, and detailed on exterior, interior, performance, driving feel, and pricing. You can read it straight for voiceover or tweak pacing for edits. This is not just another Mustang. This is the 2026 Black Mustang GT, and the moment it rolls into frame, you already know, this thing is absolutely savage. From the way the light bounces off that deep black paint to the aggressive stance that looks like it's ready to pounce even while standing still, this car doesn't ask for attention, it takes it. Welcome back to Drivenology, and today we're diving deep into one of the most intimidating American muscle cars you can buy in 2026. Let's start with the presence, because this Mustang GT doesn't just look fast, it looks angry. The blacked-out exterior gives it that stealth fighter vibe, like something built for the night rather than the daylight. The front fascia is sharper than ever, with a wider grille that feels more purposeful and more aggressive. The iconic Mustang badge sits proudly in the center, reminding everyone exactly what lineage this beast comes from. The LED headlights are slim, mean, and laser-focused, giving the car a predator-like stare. At night, those lights cut through darkness like a blade, and in black paint, they look downright menacing. Move down the hood and you'll notice the sculpting. This isn't designed for the sake of design. These lines tell a story of power underneath. The hood vents aren't just cosmetic. They hint at the heat and horsepower being unleashed below. From certain angles, the hood alone looks like it's flexing its muscles, and when sunlight hits those curves, the Mustang GT looks alive, almost breathing. From the side profile, the long hood and short rear deck give you that classic muscle car proportion, but everything feels tighter and more modern. The blacked-out wheels fill the arches perfectly, wrapped in wide, sticky tires that look like they're gripping the road even when parked. The side skirts add to the low, planted stance, and the subtle GT badging reminds you this isn't an entry-level Mustang, this is the real deal. Then you reach the rear, and honestly, this might be the most intimidating angle of all. The tri-bar LED taillights glow red like hot coals, and against the black paint, they look absolutely brutal. The rear diffuser is aggressive without being overdone, and those quad exhaust tips. Pure American attitude. When this car starts up, you don't just hear it, you feel it in your chest. Now let's talk about the interior, because the 2026 Mustang GT proves that muscle doesn't mean outdated. The moment you open the door, you're greeted by a cockpit that feels driver-focused, modern, and unapologetically sporty. Black dominates the cabin, of course, but it's layered with textures, soft touch materials, contrast stitching, and metallic accents that keep it from feeling dull. The seats hug you in all the right places. They're sporty but still comfortable enough for daily driving, and whether you're cruising on the highway or attacking corners, they hold you firmly in place. The stitching and bolstering add a premium feel, reminding you that this isn't just brute force, it's refined brutality. In front of you, the digital instrument cluster comes alive. It's customizable, sharp, and designed to keep your focus where it belongs, on the road. You can switch between different driving displays, showing everything from performance data to classic Mustang-inspired gauges. It's a perfect blend of old-school soul and new-school tech. The central infotainment screen is large, responsive, and easy to use. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, making sure your music, navigation, and calls are always right where you need them. The interface feels quick and intuitive, and unlike older muscle cars, this Mustang feels just as smart as it is strong. The steering wheel is thick, flat bottom, and wrapped in high-quality material that feels incredible in your hands. Every button is placed logically, so you're not hunting for controls while driving. Small details like metal paddle shifters, ambient lighting, and premium audio options elevate the cabin experience even further. But let's be honest, you're not here just for screens and stitching. You're here for what's under the hood. And this is where the 2026 Black Mustang GT truly earns its savage reputation. Powering this beast is a naturally aspirated V8, and in a world increasingly dominated by turbos and electrification, that alone feels rebellious. The engine delivers thunderous horsepower, instant throttle response, and a soundtrack that sends chills down your spine. When you press the start button, The engine roars to life with a deep, guttural growl that reminds you why version 8S will always have a place in car culture. On the road, the Mustang GT feels raw but controlled. Press the throttle and the power comes on strong, pushing you back into your seat as the revs climb. Acceleration is brutal, especially in sport and track modes, where the car sharpens every response. The exhaust note changes depending on the drive mode, going from a deep rumble in normal mode to a full-on scream when you push it hard. Handling has improved significantly in the 2026 model. This Mustang isn't just about straight-line speed anymore. The chassis feels more rigid, the suspension more refined, and the steering more precise. You can throw this car into corners with confidence, and it responds eagerly, staying planted and composed even when driven aggressively. Whether you choose the manual transmission for that pure, old-school connection or the automatic for lightning-fast shifts, the Mustang GT delivers a driving experience that feels engaging and alive. This is a car that wants to be driven, not just admired. Braking performance is equally impressive. Large performance brakes provide strong, consistent stopping power, giving you confidence whether you're pushing hard on back roads or cruising through city traffic. Everything about the driving dynamics feels tuned for enthusiasts who actually love being behind the wheel. Now let's talk about everyday usability, because surprisingly, the Mustang GT isn't just a weekend toy. It's comfortable enough for daily commutes, stable on highways, and practical enough for real life. The trunk offers decent space for a coupe, and the rear seats, while not spacious, can handle short trips or extra cargo when needed. Fuel economy isn't the main selling point here, and honestly, it shouldn't be. If you're buying a V8 Mustang, you're buying it for emotion, sound, and power, and this car delivers all three in massive doses. So what about the price? In 2026, the Black Mustang GT comes in at a price point that makes it incredibly appealing when you consider what you're getting. It undercuts many European performance cars while delivering a more visceral, emotional experience. Depending on options, trims, and performance packages, the price climbs, but even fully loaded, it feels like solid value for a car with this much character and capability. When you step back and look at the big picture, the 2026 Black Mustang GT isn't trying to be subtle. It's not trying to please everyone. It's built for drivers who want a car that feels alive, sounds aggressive, and looks absolutely savage doing it. This is the kind of car that turns heads at stoplights, echoes through tunnels, and puts a smile on your face every single time you start it up. In black, it's even more intimidating, more stealthy, more powerful in presence alone. If you're someone who believes cars should make you feel something, if you love the roar of a V8 and the legacy of American muscle, the 2026 Mustang GT deserves a serious spot on your radar. This isn't just transportation. This is attitude on four wheels. This is raw power refined. This is the Black Mustang GT, and it's proof that muscle cars are far from dead. If you enjoyed this deep dive, you already know what to do. Stay tuned to Drivenology, where we break down the machines that move us, excite us, and remind us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. Smile with horns checkered flag fire.